Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was offline for a while, and for some reason, every time I'm coming into this scene now, it's telling me that I'm muted, which is great. It always happens when I'm live. Uh, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
uh, so you have a new show out now, right?
I do. It's called the Misfits of HVAC, and we go live every Saturday night 9.
Every Saturday night. Well, I'm glad you told me that because then I can adjust what time that I go live. If I go live on Saturday, is it Eastern?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about the show a little bit for those who hadn't seen it.
Well, it's myself. I have my YouTube channel, Hughesman of HVAC. Sorry, I'm like very echoey. Um, but it's myself and Jennifer. She has a very good TikTok following. HVA Chicks on TikTok. Check her out.
Okay, so
Uh,
she's a TikTok person, but she's not a like a YouTube person.
Not a YouTube person, a TikTok person. She owns her own heating and cooling company. She works with Skill Cat Trade School, and she has a pretty decent following. She has a very nice personality. I like her, and I love talking with her on Saturday nights. So check us out.
Cool, very nice. So every Saturday night at 9 o'clock, and it's also audio only too.
Yes, I just started putting things up on the podcast. It's kind of a new realm for me, but it's been going well, and everything kind of worked out nicely on that end.
Excellent. So when you started the show here, Misfits of HVAC, what is the stuff that you wanted to kind of talk about? What was kind of your theme going into it?
It's more just kind of like a hangout and talk HVAC, what we did, this and that. We always have a guest. The guest on the second episode was Gil Cavey from the HVAC Uncensored podcast. And then episode 3 was my buddy Paul. He has a YouTube channel, HVAC OTJ on YouTube. He's a very nice guy and just kind of videos I like to watch and just kind of chatting and talking, kind of like the HVAC Overtime show.
Okay, cool. I saw a part of the show with OTJ, and for some reason, whenever I'm out of the loop, I thought it was Overtime Joe, like had his own channel for a while. Then he popped on the screen and he started talking. I was like, this is definitely not Joe because it's a whole different accent from Joe. But it's pretty cool because it's like a same age as I am, and he had just gotten into the trade like I think it was like 7 or 8 years ago, something like that. So it's kind of an interesting
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, nice guy. But I wanted to say, Zach, and I saw you put the link up, but I've been watching your live streams for a long time and sometimes don't participate so much in the chat, but I do sometimes. But, I saw the opportunity was open and want to come in and say hello.
Anytime, man. Anytime you want to pop in, even if you want to let us know what's going on the other show, what you got coming up or something like that, always feel free to hit the link. Don't hesitate.
Awesome.
Cool.
That last guest was cool. He's a big winner multiple times. So,
Oh, my God.
Dave, that was
Yeah,
cool.
he's won. I don't know how much stuff he's won. He probably don't even remember all the stuff he's won. But like the S-Mans and the Testo Probes, I mean, back in the day, we were on a roll with some of this stuff. Nowadays, it's like you got to scrounge around to try to find something. But back then, it was like it's falling from the sky. So it was really cool. And it all fell on Dave, which is really nice. So, and everything
Yeah.
else fell on the dude from Canada. And I can't remember his name now, but he won so much stuff. Oh, man,
Well,
I hate that I can't.
Dave was cracking me up. He's like, we blew out the walls, lowered the floor. Now all we got left is windows, driveway, siding. Awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna come in there. He's gonna finish this thing, and he reminds me of Chuck Pierce. It's like, well, the house was too low. We just jacked it up, like it's matter of fact or something. We went ahead and fixed the potholes in the street and kind of leveled out some of the city buildings. It's like, all right, well, that's just a weekend with Dave right there, and I'm just trying to get a stupid gear off of a shaft over here for the last week. So I mean, that's where we're at in life. But yeah, pretty cool, man. So every week people can check your stuff out. Is there anything else you want to kind of disclose or talk about?
No, I just wanted to see what it was all about, and that's
Now
it.
you know the full breadth of what goes on here.
I decided to use my workshop background today. Not as cool as yours.
That's
Mine's
pretty good.
completely fake.
Is it fake? Really?
Yeah, it's a green screen.
That looks pretty good. Oh man, you got a radiator in there. You got like copper
Yeah.
on the wall and the flag and stuff. I
got
would
a
never have thought that.
I got a hot water tank on wheels over here for some reason. I'm not sure.
I like the variable location hot water tank. I didn't notice I had wheels until you said that. I would have never known that, dude, unless you said it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The
But
facade
awesome,
is
man.
gone.
Keep coming on with the lives. I enjoy them, and I know everybody else in the chat does too.
Hey, that's what I always say. Dozens of people are waiting on this every week. I need to get into gear.
Yeah.
It's like the female baseball teams from World War II. There's a lot of people counting on us.
And I appreciate you having me on for a couple of minutes here.
Anytime.
This is the first time we've actually talked in person.
Is it for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm doing it with a total echo. Like I'm hearing my voice 2 seconds after I say it, which is kind of difficult to do.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job, and I could probably fix that next time.
That's all right.
So that's really good for having the echo constantly. So I appreciate
taking me back to my teenage, life. Reminiscent of some of the experience I may have had in the past.
Well, we won't probe that because I can kind of assume what you're talking about, and I had a teenage
life. And I gotta
say,
sorry, some of the things you talk about with the religious aspect, I really enjoy that stuff because I haven't always been the biggest follower and thing, but some of the stuff you talk about makes you think, and it's kind of helped me to become a better person.
Well, I really appreciate you saying that. And there's no worse person on earth, I think, than me. So I really need the stuff as well, and it's just as much for me to go through it than for someone else to hear it. So I'm glad it had an effect, and I appreciate you saying it. That's really great.
Well, thank you.
Man, I have a couple of them coming up in a minute, so all these people are gonna be like, "Oh crap!" So I'll do a couple of them in a minute, and everybody can feel better about themselves. Hopefully, we'll see, including me. But
awesome,
I appreciate it.
Thank
cool,
you.
Man. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna dump you off of here, but I want you to come back anytime. You see the link, or we can do something just dedicated sometime if you want to. It'd be fun.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you, man.
Yep. Have
Later.
a good one.
You too.